All right. So this video is on record right now. So uh, let's see how this goes today. Yesterday we treated business cards and it was wonderful. In fact, it was so interesting. I didn't even know that we could come up with such a quick design, just simple and straight to the point. This was the design and the mock-up. I hope you can see my screen. Please, you can see my screen. I'd like to get a response for that. You can see my Photoshop screen. I shared my Photoshop screen. Okay. So this was the mock-up we used yesterday for the business card. We ran the business card and we also mocked it up. I'm coming. I just want to set some things. Let me see. Okay. All right. Okay, so today we'll be doing this book mock-up, but we're going to do the design differently. Like we're going to settle down to do the design. So let's go over it. First of all, I explained yesterday. I will go over it again for sake of maybe people who are joining us new. When you have a mock-up like this, it's important because when you download them in PSDs. They come in PSDs. Okay. If you watch yesterday's videos, I talked about PSD, Photoshop document, that PSD, and PSB, which is different. It's not same like the document. But in one of our classes this new week we're entering, I'm going to talk about it. So I talked about it that once you download the PSDs, you will have a guide. You will definitely have a guide depending on the mock-up. Yesterday we treated a business card, and if you know how a business card looks like, it has a front and it has a back. But today we are treating a book design. And this book design, okay, I can see people saying hi. I just want to be sure that you are hearing me. If you are hearing me, please say I can hear you, or just type I can hear you. I will appreciate.
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much. So today, this book design has its own structure. We can call it skeletal structure. Okay, a book has a front cover. A book has a back cover. It has an inside. That's something you should also take note of. And it has a spine. Okay, the spine is this portion. You can see this portion of it. This is the spine. Okay, like your spinal cord, the same spelling is the spine of the book. So in designing, even when you want to design to send to the printer, you must always include this. Although when you get to the printer has some adjustment to do based on the volume of the book, and that determines the spine size or width, the spine width, yeah. So, but for now, let's imagine that this person has given you a go-ahead to do a design for him and come up. This was my design, but this is like 2-3 years ago. I'm sure 2 years or 3 years. Okay, so it's going to have a front, it's going to have a back. We're going to rush over it. Okay, in fact, we don't even need to write most of the things. We can just fill it up with a placeholder text. Okay, so we are going to just try it. Okay, now the back, we have the back here. That's something about mockups. It comes with back. It comes with guides. You have the back here. You have the edge. That's the spine. Okay, it has the cover, which is the front cover. Then it already has some adjustments here, but this is for professional or advanced persons. You don't come and adjust all this like contrast and all that, highlight. You don't adjust it except you know what you are doing. Okay, but if you even work with just the first 3 things, back, edge, and cover, you are good to go. The last thing there is the background color. Okay, we touched that yesterday when we talked about the business card background color. We touched that. You can see the background color over there. When you open it, you see the background color. We use white, something close to white. Okay, so we're going to be also changing the background color depending on the color we choose. But let's do this book for our brand. Imagine if our book brand was to create a book, what the book will be all about. So let's go over it. It's a smart object. Whenever you see this kind of icon, watch my mouse. Whenever you see this kind of icon, it means it's a smart object. Same here, same here. So what we do to smart object is we right click and we edit content. Okay, yesterday I noticed that you don't, when I right click, you don't see what pops up during my right click. So it is good that maybe in this case, I think I'll use the menu rather than right click now. I don't know if the menu, I'm not sure the menu will show too. I'm not sure it will show, but one thing you should know is that you must find the command edit content when you right click. I had to watch the video to be sure that everything went well, but when I right click, it doesn't show. That's an error from the Telegram, not my side here. Okay, so I've right clicked now and I click edit content. The edit content opens up a new window where we have the book. Remember, it was the back I opened. Okay, so it opens up to a new window where we have the book. So if I go back, I can select the edge, right click and edit content. It opens to where I have the content of the spine. Okay, I'll go back again. I think that's free book mockup. Yeah. Then the cover, I right click, edit content. It opens up to where I have the front cover. So now this is the one we are going to be designing, the size we are going to be designing. So one thing, like say a cheat now, one thing you need to do is you need to know the size or the dimension of this. And Photoshop can help you with that. If you come to the properties, look at now, it's selected. So the properties here is showing you 5.83 inches. If you don't see your properties, go to Windows and select properties. Make sure property is selected so you can see it, right? So you see 5.83 by the height, 8.267 inches. So this is something you can copy. What I usually do is, for this kind, I can just maybe, okay, let me just do it, new document, and I'll copy the dimensions as I see it there. 5.83, and the height is 8.267, just for us to be accurate. And we'll call it, I think that's the front cover. Yeah, that's the front cover. Front cover design. Okay. And so we have a blank page here. This is our front cover design. So let's settle down and do this now. So we don't have to do much. It can just be like, the color of our brand. Let's get our logo first. Place embedded. For place embedded, you go to your file and you go to place embedded. Okay. So I go to where I have my logos, and I pick it up. Okay, it's a book, but don't worry, there's a reason why I brought in my logo. Just going to put it somewhere at the bottom there, but because I need the colors there. Okay, so what do we title this book now? Anybody can give me any suggestion of any title of a book meant for designers? Anybody? You can just type it, books meant for designers. What could be the title of that book? All right, somebody's typing. I'm waiting. Mr. Michael, see you typing. Okay, I'm waiting. Jonathan, you're typing too. We partner with colors. Wow. I like this. The minute I saw it, I liked it. Graphics hack. Wow. Guys, you guys are killing me here. Okay. Let me go with the first one, Jonathan. We partner with colors. It looks like I don't know what I will write if I were to write, but it looks so enticing. All right, let me just copy that. And okay, I come here now. My text to T for text. We've not taught that part. We've not gotten to that part in tools and functions, but T for text. Okay, so we'll paste a partner for colors. Oh, the text color is white. That's why we can't see it. So I change the text color on your swatches. If you don't see your swatches, go to your windows and you see swatches. Okay, on swatches panel, I select black just to start first. I take black so I can see it. So I increase the size, maybe 48. We partner with colors. One of the things we have to think as a designer is, how do you break these words? What should be the major? Okay, for this kind of thing, colors should be it. That's what I think. Okay, so I will cut colors out of the sequence there, and maybe take another layer, a new layer, and T again, paste it. Okay, I'm going to format these colors now. Okay, let's use one of my favorite fonts, the EXO 2, and I'll choose the font weight for that EXO. I don't need extra light. I think I need it very bold. So let's say extra bold condensed. All right. Do we think? No, small letters can make sense. Let's keep the spacing at 5 instead of 75. All right. Increase the size now. Let's blow it to 72. Let's see what it looks like. Let's increase it again. Let's increase it. Yeah, something like that. So let's make this one sentence. We've now started applying colors here too. So, partner with colors. Okay, let's make these smaller than this, maybe 30, and then make it capital, since the other one is small, so that it pronounces capital. Yeah, uppercase, all true. Okay, right. Then let's bring in some things. Since this is a design, let's bring in some things. Okay, first of all, let's say front cover design. We'll save it to our favorite folder, PS Basics 1. Save it. All right. So these colors, we are going to put different colors on it. So let's just work on that first. Should we do? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So we'll go for C and we pick a color. On your swatches panel, you will have where the colors are put in folders. I think there's one that has pure. So you can have plenty of colors to choose from. So let's start from what the brand respects most, red. Then we'll pick a blue, pick a green, pick an indigo or purple, pick an orange, and finally, which color now? Okay, deep blue. All right. Okay, let's just create some illusion there now. Double click, Alt, and drag. That's to duplicate. Let me undo. But when you hold on, when you add shift to it, while it duplicates, it stays on a straight line. Okay, Control T. You are correct, sir. Picking colors is really the hardest part of design. Very hard. Thank you very much. I saw that. Okay, so I want to rotate this, like flip it vertical. Okay, this is something I've not taught. Oh, I forgot you can't see my right click. So you won't even know what I did there. Okay, when you press Ctrl T and right click on the object, you will see flip vertical. Is the last thing at the bottom. Okay. So let's just take note of that. So one of the things we are going to learn this week is masking. Please pay attention to masking when we teach it this way, because I'm going to apply it here now. So I'm going to apply a layer mask to that T and select my gradient 2 and change it to black. So I go to the basics and choose black and white. Okay. Now choose blue. Why? Black and white. That's what I said. Default, I beg. Okay, so I select the text. Where's the text now? Colors. Let me be sure that is the text I selected. Yeah, so let me go back to my gradient 2 now. So it's in linear form. The first one is linear form, but when I get to gradient in tools and functions class, please, you will know about this more. So I just click and drag. Okay, it's like the other side. So I can actually click reverse here or draw it again. Maybe it come from the bottom to the top. So let me just control it to where I can find something that looks like a reflection. That's what I'm trying to create, an illusion that there is a reflection. So you can just keep doing it until you have something that looks much like it. You can also hold down shift. Yeah, that's mirror. It was also called reflection. Jonathan, I see you. Okay. Okay, you can also hold down shift to make it straight while you are applying that gradient. Okay, so somewhere around there. So we have it like it's looking like colors. Okay, but let's make this thing look like since we are making it look like it's realistic, standing on a glass surface, and so let's make it glow. I mean, let's make it a 3D. Okay, some cheat 3Ds that Photoshop has: bevel and emboss. Bevel and emboss from FX, bevel and emboss. Or what you can do is you can, let me close this. You can double click on the outside area. Once you double click, it will come out. Yes, double click. Yes, I was correct. Double click. So bevel and emboss comes out, and just watch how the colors look like now. Okay, one thing, I've not taught this before, but it's a future topic. But just for you to know that, you see the lighter areas is controlled by this opacity here, while the bottom areas is controlled by this opacity. So the lighter area is called highlight, okay? And the darker area is called shadow mode, highlight mode, shadow mode. But we have underneath that highlight mode, opacity. Underneath the shadow mode, opacity. So you can see now, is shining so much at the top, so that if you reduce the opacity, you will notice that it's not shining. If you can see that. So I think we take it up a bit, somewhere around there. It's okay. And let's add a bit of the shadow to make it realistic. All right. So if that is okay, I'm just going to create one or more illusion on this again. Just something simple. I'll take the rectangle tool and I draw over it, but I want it to be a white color, so I choose a white color. Select my move tool V and remove the outline. Am I seeing any outline? Yes, there's outline. Remove the outline 0. Okay, I don't want outline. Then I reduce the opacity of that particular layer from this place. I reduce the opacity, and you can see how it's looking like, but I don't want it this straight, so I transform it, Ctrl T, and turn it a bit. Okay, this time I'm going to make it turn it a bit, just to make it appear like it's a reflection. Okay, somewhere around there. Okay, all right, so I'll click mask it because I don't want it to, I just want it to show only on the color layer. So to click mask is you hold down Alt. Once you hold down Alt, you will notice your mouse icon changes. That's telling you, and it must be right above the layer of colors. That's something, one rule you should take note. The rectangle I just drew is right above the layer color, so I can hold down Alt in between it, and it's showing me that sign. So once I click, it's click masked now, meaning it can't cross the boundaries of the colors. That's what it means. Okay, and so something like that. So I just have to control the opacity of it overall. Something like 11. Let's see what 10 will look like. Okay, click outside to look at it. I think it's still showing more on the S. I don't want to spend time on this. I know I will have to make some adjustments here and there, but okay, what do I do now? Okay, let me convert it to a smart object. Filter, convert to smart object, and apply Gaussian blur. Take a Gaussian blur, Gaussian blur. Okay, reduce the Gaussian blur, somewhere around there. I don't want the edges to be sharp, so I have what I'm looking for. You may not even see it clearly on your phone, but I'm just seeing it because I'm creating an illusion, so I'm just spending time to do this. All right, so let's look for a very nice background for this and some objects that will come in here too. Okay, so I'll get something like maybe a pencil or watercolor or anything. Let me just go to the internet. Ask Google to give me something. Okay. When Mr. Michael say color is the hardest thing to choose, it's really, really true. Really, really true. because you just have to determine there are a lot of things you need to determine before you pick color. Pencil. Okay, I know you can't see my screen right now, but I've gotten some good images here and there. I'll share it with you guys soon. Save images. PS Basics. Okay. All right. So let's get our image. I've gotten one. There we are. You can't hear what I'm saying. Are you serious? Please, can anybody hear me? Ace Graphics says he can't hear me, and really, I need to be sure about that. Oh, you can hear me. Very loud, Seth. Somebody said very loud. Okay, I can hear you guys. So please, I think you need to work on your phone. Maybe it's your phone, Ace Graphics, or maybe your earpiece. Try to check it, please. Okay, it could be the network. I'm sorry for that, Ace. All right. So I have this pencil I brought in, but I have an idea. Okay, only that it could take time. Let's say if we take this to the top and rotate it 180 degree and bring it down there, so that we apply the same thing we did to the color layer, the shadow color layer when we did that. Okay, so we just apply a layer mask. Oh, not there. On the pencil, we'll select the layer for the pencil. Let's rename it to pencil. This jargons it came with, I don't like it. Pencil, okay. Create a mask and take a G. That's for gradients, and draw. No, the other way. I'm always missing it. Okay. Okay. Somewhere there. It's okay. Bring it below we partner with, so that we just have that as a background. Okay. So now we're going to select the hue and saturation adjustment layer and clip mask it. Clip masking is over here for it. You can also hold down the Alt and clip mask too in between it. It must be directly above so that it works well. So I'm going to select this colorize. Once I select the colorize, the color changes. Okay, don't be scared going somewhere. The saturation dropped immediately. Oh, thank God, Ace. Thank God you can hear me. Thank you very much. Welcome back. The saturation dropped immediately. We click colorize. Watch, I remove the colorize. It is 0, 0, 0. So something you should take note of. So while we put colorize, the saturation drops. So you can take the saturation back to 0 where it was. 0, my friend. Sure. Okay, I beg. I'm in Photoshop sometimes. So then we change the color. We can change the color with the hue. On the hue side, you can just be sliding and change the color to the color you want. Okay, so let's assume now that we change this book color to, let's see what green will look like. I've come to that part where we need to choose colors. So guys, you just need to suggest for me now, because I'm almost running out of okay, I had an idea to put different colors on the pencil, but I'm seeing that's like a very long class if I have to do it for each pencil. Okay, but let me see, saturate it more. The lightness, I just touch it a bit. So look at my values, -7, 72, 87, thereabouts. So okay, so now if I go to the layer mask, I think that plan I have will work now. I take the brush tool and no, it won't work. It will take a whole lot of time. It will take a whole lot of time. So let's stick with one color, please, because I don't think I have that time to work on each pencil like that. If not, I mean, if this was a paid job, I will take my time. Each pencil will have different colors just for the purpose of this naming. We partner with colors, and I mean, guys, it will make a whole lot of sense. But let me see. I used to have one background that has plenty colors. Let me see if I can play with it a little. Go to the background. We have colorful. Okay, this was the guy. Let's see what he can do. Can he do anything? Just put it right above the layer and take off this for a while. Take it there. Okay, change the blend mode to multiply. Overlay. Oh, no, multiply seems to make sense. Okay, let's see what it will look like. This name is too long. Color BG. Okay, so double click on that layer. Guys, I'm really trying to, be around what we have taught, so I don't have to spend time on the line layer now. The Alt and break it. Okay. Remove it from colorize now and saturate it a bit. Whoa, okay. Somehow the colors popped up a bit. Let me see if selective color can help me here now. If I take the greens and pop up the greens amongst it. Okay, pop up the greens, the cyan, take it down, take the neutral, okay, the yellow, okay, all right. Let me take away some part of this color a bit with the brush tool. I'm seeing some lines there and I don't really like that line. So let me see for something I can do. The opacity is 100, flow is 100. So, it's too much. Let me take it down to 10. Still showing too much. And the brush tool is hard. No, it needs to be soft. Okay. I don't know where that line is. Is it here? Okay, it's not there again. Oh, I think it's my screen. No, my screen is deceiving me. All right. So let's say we have this at this point now. We partner with colors, and we need to give a title for the book. Let the logo just be on one side here. We need to give a title. So the author of the book. So create a new layer and select our text tool and type. Reduce the font somewhere around 36 is fine. Author of the book, Jonathan. Jonathan gave the name. Jonathan. I don't know your surname. Oh. Jonathan. Jonathan what? Maduka. All right. Jonathan Maduka. You are featured now. Your book. All right. So let's take 24. 24. Yeah. Okay. We can make this semi-bold. Let's see what semi-bold will look like. Press OK. Jonathan Maduka. Let's still reduce it. Maybe let's take 20 or 18. Spacing, I think. Let's take 20. That's 18. Let's take 20. Yeah. thereabout. So we'll just add something to your name to just make sure you attain to this level in school. PhD. Okay. Change the weight of the font. Let's make it regular. Reduce the size to maybe 14. PhD. Yeah, so I wish you this, my brother. Okay, so white background for the front cover. Okay, now one color is prevalent here, and that's the yellow background. What I'm already seeing is that since yellow is prevalent and we want to design the back cover, we just need to make it what I call it now. We'll make it at the back cover yellow and white, so like obey these colors, and that's just it. So we didn't do anything to this. We partner with colors. Let's see if we can do something. Maybe reduce it to like 16. Increase the bold it, and just put it like here. Okay, we partner with colors. All right. Okay. All right. So since we are centralizing things now, let's put this at the center. The logo come at the center. Why you not moving? Come on. All right. So let's turn this into an artboard. Remember, you have to unlock all layers whenever you want to convert an ordinary document to an artboard. Unlock all layers. Background is locked, so unlock it. Then select the artboard to. For me, it's A. I told you why I set mine to A, and I've created an artboard. So before, okay, I can create the back now, but I want to put the spine in between. So I select my move to V, and I drag from the artboard name. That's where you drag. You can hold down shift to keep it straight and leave it there. Then select the artboard tool again, and I think okay, let's not drag. Let's just create another artboard. I'll just turn this. I'll just reduce this artboard to a spine. So I reduce this one to a spine. So this will be the spine, and I'll just push this, hold down shift, and bring it. So what we have now is, let's rename it front cover, spine, shift tab, you move to the next one. That's I'm going up. If you are coming down, tab, then back cover. Okay, so we have spine, we have back cover. All right, so we can just pour yellow here. To be very easy for us, put a layer, select a solid color adjustment layer. One thing I didn't say yesterday, when you have this dialog box open, automatically your eyedropper too becomes active. It becomes active because you want to select color. So it means you can go and pick a color. That's how it works. You can go and pick a color from the background, and to put it for you here, it has selected it here and it has laid it there. So click OK. So there you have it. Okay, so we partner with colors. We want to repeat the same thing here. So let's just go to where we have the colors, the main colors. Just want to pick it up. So what I do is duplicate the layer and make it enter here. And I said yesterday is when you right click, you will see duplicate. If it is layer that you selected, you say layer. If it is group, you say group. Anything you say, even if artboard, you say duplicate artboard. So, but because you can't see my right click whenever I right click, so that's why I'm saying it. So duplicate layer, then it will ask me that, I'm sure you see this dialog box. So it will ask me where do I want it to be duplicated to. And first question is as what? The name, the file name is color, so it's fine. The destination, now that's this section, destination. Document, the document you are working with, front cover design. Yes, that's where we want it to be. The artboard, we are seeing front cover where it's coming from, but we want it to be in spine. So we take it to spine and we say, okay. So it will register itself in spine, but you see it's very big and we're going to turn it. So transform to Control T, and we can just come here and put 90 degree to rotate it. It's outside the border of the So we'll bring it in and we can reduce it. Oh, I don't mean 90 like that. Minus 90, please. So it turns the other way around. So we can just press enter and reduce the font size from 113 to maybe 30. That's what 30 looks like. Okay, so it's fine there. It looks okay there. We do the same thing for we partner with. Same thing. I already have a shortcut in case you have my files, Ctrl+Shift+D. Then document is the same. Artboard is spine. So click OK and it enters that artboard. Oh, not the artboard now. Just with partner. That's why when you want to carry things and you carry something else, just use Ctrl+T so that it's specific. Then we do the same thing, minus 90 degree, minus 90 degree. Then bring it in. Okay, just to need to eyeball it. Zoom to fit. Yeah. All right. It looks a little bit off. There we are. I hope you guys are following. I hope you are following. Please let me know. Let me know. Okay. Okay. We need to organize our work so that we can do something about the position of things. So we partner with colors. That's the name of the book. Let's group it. Ctrl+G and call it book name. Okay. Centralize it. And centralize. No, I don't think we want to centralize because the author of the book will also come in. So let's duplicate the author of the book. We take it to same document but different artboard. And Ctrl+T, minus 90 degree, minus 90 degree, and bring it in. It's left outside, so let's drag it back inside the spine. Coming now to summarize. Okay, no, that will be where the author will be now. So let me reduce the size, zoom to fit first, Ctrl+T, so I can control the sizing. Anytime you want to resize something, it's good you zoom closer so that you have more control. It's something you should practice when you are zooming from seeing when you are resizing and seeing it in the distance, like it's not zoomed, you don't have much control except you zoom. Once you zoom, you have much control. All right, so okay, so I'm going to centralize these two things now. This one is the author, so let me just say book name and author together. That's something about Photoshop. You just need to group them. Name and author. And centralize it. Vertical centralization. So we have it there. So that's the spine of the book. We can just put the logo here at the bottom also. But this time around, we can change the logo to pure black. Go to the spine and click OK. At the bottom will be fine. Ctrl+T. Zoom, because I want to resize. Hold down Alt so that it remains at the center. Then remember yesterday I said that one of the things we can use to change the color of anything is levels. Levels adjustment layer. If you just press Ctrl+L, that's levels. So you change this 255 to 0. And you have it as black all through. Okay. Because it came as a PNG. So that's why we are doing it that way. It came as PNG. All right, so we are done with the spine. Over to the back. At the back, we can also use yellow so that it becomes a yellow-white kind of book. Okay, we can repeat some graphics, just like what we have here. Oh, we've not organized this place. We have the name of the author. The author's name. Then we have the colors, the rectangle, this. All these are name of the book. So let's group it together and call it book name. or title. Then all these ones are, I think, is background. From here down to this place are background, as I worked on the background. So BG. Then just the name there. Okay, logo. There's logo. It's inside the background. Bring it out. Okay, so we have front cover, we have spine, then back cover. Hello, are we still here? Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jonathan. So let's fill this place. Okay, this place, we can borrow this color. So the same thing, duplicate that layer and put it in back cover and click OK. So we have that. So for this back, one of the things about back cover is you have to put the title, the details of the book. That's like about the book and about the author. Then ISBN, all those stuff that comes at the bottom, just like that. So we're just going to use a placeholder text, lorem ipsum, to fill up the jargons. We'll just put jargons right up. But definitely we put something that shows that this is about the author. So first of all, we'll create a okay, this way I'm going to use frame for the first time. I did not teach this too because it's like above beginners class, but let me just use frame for the first time. Frame was introduced recently. I'm sure it's just 2020 or 2021. I'm sure. So even if you are using 2015, you will not see frames. Okay. So once you draw a frame like this, it will ask you on the property here to insert the image. If you use CorelDRAW, this is like saying power clip. Okay, so let me take from my folder. I just go and take a Jonathan. Sorry, I don't have your picture. So in this case, let's use a picture I have already. Print. No, not print now. Personal pics. There we have it. Place. Okay, so we have that picture fixed there. All right. Okay, you can reduce it. Control T. Reduce it. Okay. Pick up the pen to. Let's add a shadow. Should we add shadow? Hold on first with shadow. Okay. Pick up a pen tool, and we need a line, but a black line. Thickness should be like 10. Black line. Then take it from here to somewhere around here, down to here, up onto here. I'm holding down Shift so that it stays straight and stop here. So this section becomes the about the author. Okay, so we'll pick up our text. Let's duplicate that. Control Shift D. That's my shortcut. Take it to the back cover. Click OK. Go to the transform. Change it to 0 degree. So we can just start. Jonathan, this is very contradicting. I'm using my picture and your name. If you can send me your picture, it would be nice. If you can send me your picture, it would be better. I will just change it quickly. So Jonathan, this. So I pick up my text tool. Now, text tool, something I've not taught before, but it's a trick. When you take that, when you select the text tool, you can click and drag to create a text area. First of all, let's format it first. It's showing that it is Mirrored Pro regular 2.88 point. That's too small. So let's take like 14. No, 14 is too big too. 9 looks somehow big too. Let's take 8. Then in the paragraph area, we change it to left align. Okay, let's fill it up from type to paste lorem ipsum. Yeah. Okay, so do the same thing to duplicate it, come down somewhere around here. All right, I see your photo. Let me go get it. Jonathan. All right, it's downloading. While we wait for it, let's keep designing. Okay, so double click and drag it to the end here. Once you get to where that one ends, you will see a red line like a guide. Take this one to the bottom. So this is like about Jonathan. Jargons written about Jonathan. Double click. A proto tip, please. You cannot drag a text area if the text cursor is not active in it. What I mean by that is like it must be active with text blinking inside before you can drag. Otherwise, if you drag like this, it will reshaping the text. This is what you see. It's increasing the size, and that's not what you want. So you have to double click, and once you are having your cursor blink inside, you can now drag this a bit, and I just want to cover that line. Okay, so that's about Jonathan and all that. Okay, let me steal this background thing. I so much like it, this pencil thing. So let me steal it and put it somewhere. Maybe like fade. Click OK. Control T. This time around, downwards, flip, vertical. All right, makes sense here. Makes a whole lot of sense here. Okay, so Jonathan, let me get your picture now. I think you should have downloaded. Yeah. Save us. Basics. Okay, select the frame and get your picture. Basics. There we are. Yeah. Okay, so we have it that way now. All right. Okay, so we do the same thing for about book, but this time we can just borrow this, come somewhere around here, and change this to capital letter about the book. All right, same lorem ipsum. Oh, I didn't hold on Alt, sorry. Hold on Alt. Then double click inside and drag towards the end. Drag to the bottom and press OK. All right, we can still do the same thing. What we did with the pen tool, active. We can create a layer, new layer, and go ahead, click, hold down Shift so that it stays straight. Hold down Shift, stay straight. Shift, stay straight. Shift, stay straight. And there you are. Okay, all right, I want this guy to be behind, so let me bring him down. Let him be part of the background. Fade it in, or let's try blend mode, multiply. No. Overlay, no. Soft light, no. And I'm just trying all the blend modes. This one seems to be okay. Linear light, that was linear light. You can see there. Let me select it. Linear light. So linear light gave it something like that. Then reduce the opacity a little bit. So there we are. So it's faded into the background. Right. So that's enough for the book now. You can, when you are designing your own, you can add more things. Let's just add our logo finally. on the bottom here. We'll take the black one, should be, but this time around, to the back cover. Okay, at the center of it, increase it in size, Control T, increase its width here, somewhere around here. So we have it. So we have the book. So now it's time to export the book. Let me show us the book so you see it. So this is the book. Okay, just press tab. That's how you preview. In CorelDRAW is F9, but here is tab. Press tab and you press your fit to screen again. My shortcut here is F4, but tab is a general shortcut. I just fixed that F4. So look at the book. Let's export. Control Shift Alt W. Go and watch yesterday's video. We talked about this yesterday. Are you serious, Jonathan? Want to proofread the book? Are you serious? Okay, exporting. I talked about the exporting yesterday. Okay, the size, we want to make it not just kilobytes. The spine can be in kilobytes even after you have chosen grade. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's just a small file. Back cover, definitely if you choose great, it will. And I told us about this great good in your Photoshop. If it's less than 2022 the version, you will not see all this quality great. Instead to be quality 10%, 20%. It's just the same thing. They just replaced it with words. Okay, this time. So we export. And we export to PS Basics. Yes, that's what we want to export to. PS Basics 1. Okay, so it's exported. So we'll go to our book cover mockup. So here we are, tab, so that we can have all the layers. So in the back now, let's go to the back where we have the back open, right click, edit content, and we import it. Shift, file, place embedded. That's the back, so we'll pick up the back cover and place. And it laps very well. Okay, then we pick up, we go for the spine. Same thing, bring in the spine. Spine, where are you? Spine, there you are. And drop it. Okay, of course, you will notice some abnormalities. The person who created this mockup is not so perfect. So, and sometimes it's just Photoshop for you. Okay. Advanced class, if we register for the advanced class in the coming month, I'll teach us how to create mockups, your own mockup, and you will see like you control everything. You just, because it's yours, you control everything. Right, so that's for the spine. Then finally the front, we place embedded. Front, where are you? Front cover. Front cover, and press enter. Okay, and that is it. Okay, so now we will go back. We have saved, so we'll go back to view it. Oh, we didn't save the back. That's something you need to always save. Saving now. Yeah, saved. Go back to the free book mockup, and there we have our book. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's change the background color. Let's see. Can yellow help us here? Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Bring some attractions. It helps the white to pop out. Okay, that's something we talked about yesterday too. And so we have the book design. Yeah, you download the streaming later. Don't worry. But just be enjoying the pictures, even if you can't hear. All right, so this is it. Guys, let me hear your comments. Come on, I'm exporting this to the group now. Let me hear your comments. How do you see this? I'm exporting it. I choose excellent. Okay, I choose great. So not be more than 1 MB. Great, 3.5. Well, let's go back to excellent. 99 points is not bad. Okay. So I'm dropping it in the group for you guys to see. You should have it in seconds. Okay, so that's it. So we have the spine here. We have why I chose this book and this mock-up, because we are going to still put it in this one too. But why I chose this one, because so that we can have the opportunity to design a full book and know how books are kind of structured. You have the front cover, you have the spine, you have the back cover, and you have the inlets. Okay, the inlets is what sometimes, I mean, it's not sometimes, it takes time to design the inlets. Takes time to design the inlets. Okay, so that is it. So let's do the same thing here. What we have here, we have book 8, which is this. We have book 6, which is this. We have book 7, which is that. Let's just go in and see what is contains. So we are in now. Whoa, what's happening here? What's happening here? Wow. Okay, it has like 3 sides on each. And the creator of this mock-up here. Very funny. Anyway, when you see mockups like this that are weird in the edit, in the content area, don't worry, because at the end it comes out fine. I'm sure this person struggled trying to make this mockup look good. You can see it comes out fine there, but I mean in the real life, in the review, it's looking very bad. But we are just going to make our spine look like that, definitely. So we're bringing our spine to replace that, and of course you just have to do that thing, hold down shift to alter the shape and hold down alt to increase it on both sides. Don't worry, I know it's looking weird, even myself, I'm scared. Okay, let's see. Okay, it has not saved in the other side first. Let's see. This is the side where it is now. So we'll save here and go back. Okay. Somehow it's not looking bad. So you know that some mockups can look like they are not doing what you want, but manageable. All right. So that's for the back. Replace it. Okay. Okay. There we have it. Close that. Save it. Just finish the front so that we can save up. Go to the front. There's the front now. Front cover. Replace it. There you have it. Close it. To close a particular Windows, Control W from your file menu, you will see it close, Control W. So while you close it, saves. Then we are through with this, so we can close this. All right. So the next one, book 6. I'm sure that what this one have is just the front. So replace it. Same thing. We import the front. You see, when you just spend time to design, making mockups is just like copy and paste, save. That's how it looks like. But it takes time, man, because when you do branding, sometimes you have a lot of mockups to do. So it's a lot of saving, a lot of copy and paste. But it's interesting. I mean, for the worth of the work, it's interesting. So, okay, the back cover. There you have it. Close. It's really looking weird. But the author of this mock-up knew what he was doing. Anyway, so that is it. So we have it. We can change the background color too. Change the background color. They use the gradient for background this time, so you just have to be wise enough. Let me see if I can see. Okay, this color. Doesn't look good. Too much red, too much. I think I will prefer the white. I prefer the white. No, white. Take it back to what it was before. Yeah, prefer it. Okay. Another thing you can also do is you can create a solid color adjustment layer. Maybe pick to the yellow that we have there before. But somehow I think that white is making sense. So let me cancel it. So that is it. So this is done. Export it. Excellent. And great will be fine. Yeah, 1.2. So export it. And so there we have it. So let me get your questions now. It's 9 o'clock already. Wow. Wow. Please, any questions? Because we are through for today. Any questions? I'd like to know. Any questions so far? Any questions, please? Let me know. Most of us joined the Telegram. Let's subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that we can have the videos, watch the videos, especially those that I think I need to just type this. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please. Okay, the people online, any question, let's know. Jonathan, Ace Graphics, okay. Ace Graphics is having issues. All right, if no question, I'd like to close. I really appreciate everyone. Please try as much as possible to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification area button so that you can receive notification. Very, very important. And this week is going to be the tools and functions. Once we are through with that, we go straight into selection and masking. And that's another interesting part of Photoshop. All right, thank you. Let's hope that next weekend we can also have a good time like this. Let's hope. I'm not promising, but let's hope. Thank you very much. Jonathan, I really appreciate you. Mr. Michael, I appreciate you. Ace Graphics, I appreciate you. Some other persons that came in, new guys, I really appreciate you guys. I can't recollect your names, but you guys rock. Thank you so much.